Hi guys, welcome back to Flower Power with me, Sid, and I'm over in the desert, just collecting the last ingredients I need, or at least the last ingredients I need to convert, to automate the living stone, living rock setup we have, and yeah, these cactus, very exciting. I'm not far away, I'm down here, up there, so I've just literally shot down this little spur of mountains and yeah, just come this way. Oh, another cactus. Now obviously I've not really bothered collecting cactus because of course we can make green dye using the flowers, but cactus does have other uses in Botania which you'd only have, well, for Minecraft for that matter, you know, there's enough things you can use it for to make it worthwhile collecting cactus. And I always get suspicious when I see these little indents that are almost perfectly square. Surface spawner is the first thing that springs immediately to mind, but it wasn't, so yeah, forget about it. Anyway, that'll be enough. I don't think we don't need vast amounts, but it is handy to have, shall we say. So I just need to head back, finish up getting together the bits, and you can see I've got like hoppers and comparators and all sorts of bits and pieces. I'm sure anybody who's done a redstone timer will recognise this off the bat anyway, so yeah, I will see you when I get back to the flower pot. Okay, we're back. Now, the thing I need, of all things, is slime. And catalytic converter allows you to convert a cactus into slime. It's a long way to go for a slime ball. But at least now I can make the 2 sticky pistons that I require. That way around. Don't know why I thought it was the other, but there you go. 2 pen comparators. We've got a little teeny bit of redstone. I'm going to need more of that, and I'm going to need one of them. I'll probably need more than that as well. There, that'll do. Right, so the sun's going down, so I'm not going to start this now. I will, it's all ready. You can see this, it's completely random, the pickup. It's actually got some wood in it this time around. So I will see you in the morning, and we shall get this bad boy done. Okay, right, so we need to get this thing running fully automatically. Obviously that's working fine, and what I need to do, let me get rid of you and get rid of you, and I need to get a redstone signal up to here and up to here when this is ready to go. Now this takes approximately, well, it takes a minute, but it takes slightly longer for those to place, so I'm going to run on a 2-minute cycle. So if I go about here, where's my shovel gone? I'm so used to having the dig spell, and so we go down from here. We want to go down 1, 2, 3 like that. I don't need a lot of space down here, but I do need obviously a way to step the, I could use other methods of getting the actual signal up, but for me this is probably just as easy. So 1, down, down, and down, and then I need to be, certainly need to be bigger than this. One, 2, one more, maybe. Let me just go back a little bit more and expand it out 1, and we'll be good, I think. I think anyway. What I probably do need is a block to build on as well, just to keep this tidy. So let me grab that and I'll be back with you. Right, I've just put this down here. It's just so, should I mine anywhere else close to this, I know if I hit this not to break it, because it's obviously important. So we're going to do, oops, a standard hopper clock. Whoopie-doo, everybody says, but these things are useful. There is a thing in Britannia called, I think it's an hourglass. This thing, the hovering hourglass, which is pretty cool. It's a timer, and it puts out a redstone signal very precisely, actually. Can be timed in seconds, 10 seconds or minutes, depending on the items you put into it. But unfortunately it only pulses, and I actually need to turn the hopper hock off for a while to do this, and this particular setup will work nicely. So we'll just use you there and there, a little blob of redstone there and there, and then of course we have our sticky piston here and here. Redstone block, and I'm going to put in 100 and, let me get this right, 128, 130, 150. That's because hoppers transfer 2.5 items per second, and I want this to go a minute one way and a minute the other way. So yeah, that's 150. So let's have you, we'll take the redstone out here. So that's the on state. And we'll take the redstone out here. That should fire. And then that should be off. So it'll start placing. And then a minute later, this will turn back over here. And turn it off, it will wait a minute, that will obviously convert, a minute, bang, and it will just repeat. And it's really that simple. We probably want a torch down there just to stop any unpleasant fellas spawning in. Hup. Love this belt. I'm not sure whether I want to do the upgraded one, because the upgraded one is actually too fast. See, so that goes off. This now starts, hopper hock starts collecting again, and we'll be placing things up there. And the world, as they say, is good and happy, and we just cover all that up. Yeah, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. I mean, obviously we've got this going down here, but that's nicely automated, and we can forget about that. So the other thing I've been thinking is this method of access up here is fine. We've got a nice little hut on the top, but we really don't have much room on this for storage. You know, I do want to, as I say, ultimately build myself a giant plant. This area down here is not ideal for storage. Obviously this is like, you know, for want of a better word, the machine room. And you know, we've got some full mana pools now as well, so this is all looking, what do we do? Oh, hello. How did you get in here? You must have found a dark spot, I don't know where. Not down there. Not down there. As I say, I'm not too worried about mobs being able to spawn in here, because, you know, you see, I mean, the armour's pretty good. There's really not much he can do. How the hell did you get in then? Where did you spawn? It must be somewhere in here. One place where a skellybob can spawn. I can't see it though. There we go. Now, as I say, I'm not too worried about skeletons spawning in here, because I can handle a skeleton. Same goes for zombies. Creeper, on the other hand, will be devastating. So yeah, we'll make sure that is not a problem. Right, let me sort my inventory out. So as I was saying, as I was saying, there's not really a lot of room down here, but I could, for example, come out here. And we can move all of that, and that's not a problem and relatively easy. And we could have like a shed built onto the side. Not ideal, but I think it will work. We can get all of our storage in there, and the world will be good and happy because it's dead easy to get back up to various places. So yeah, I think we're going to head down that route, and I'm probably going to use a mixture of woods and stuff down here for that. So I'll get my stuff together, get my inventory tidied out a little bit, do a little bit of planning. It also means we can get rid of that ugly ladder here. And just go back to being the super flower pot. So yeah, I'll get that sorted and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, I'm getting there steadily. Just need to go and have a quick chat with our friends the elves. I'm going to chuck them some mana glass through, get some elf glass. Don't need a lot, but oops. There we go, wait for him. Really slow service, these guys. I think they... Oh, or maybe not, maybe it's already on the other side. So let me show you what we've done. We've got, at the moment, a box. Now I need to, as I say, I do need to move this. That's not a problem. We'll just turn it round and point it in the other direction. The elf glass is just to go here and here, just for the... I don't want to use entirely vanilla mechanics to build this. Now the last thing we're going to need, and we're going to need a lot of clay to do this, so again I will probably just use the Clayconia, but Britannia has roof tile blocks, which are just like so, and then stairs as usual, and again I just wanted to really use the native Britannia blocks. It'll blend in nicely with the surroundings, and should give us quite a nice looking roof to go on this area. You know, nothing too fancy. Oh, incidentally, if you have one of these, don't chop down that. It will take the whole lot down. And I think there is a suppressor you can get for it, but just remember that if you lay logs, it will treat them as a tree. Yeah, and we're out of clay. Bang, we're done. So that was 51. I'm going to need at least a couple of stacks of sand worth, probably more like 4 or 5 stacks of sand worth. And somewhere in one of these chests we have my Clayconia. We'll just pop you there for now, and then we'll go and hunt down whatever sand I've got. I think it's downstairs. Yes, I know it's downstairs. If I've got any of that hardened clay up here while I'm at it, I have. It's a shame you can't do something with that, but there you go. In fact, before we even decide you can't do something with it, let's just make sure. Red sand. Ah. So you can do something with it, and that's turn it into red sand. Right, we'll take this exit out once I've got some sand, and I will continue getting the roof done on the entrance hall for the flower pot. So see you in a minute. Okay, so that's built. Oh, not quite. There is one teeny weeny little thing I just noticed. So let's just deal with that, and the world will be good and happy. Well, you know what? It would have been if I actually placed it correctly. And of course, I'm stood right next to it, but it can't just drop. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted. So yeah, we've got the roof on. It's, you know, nothing special, but kind of sag the roof down here, though. There's a slight problem that there's spawnable areas up there, so at the moment I have just stuck a torch on the edge as a stopgap. Inside I have used dream wood, and I've started to take the dream wood through here, but I'm going to do some work on this probably next episode. This lot's going to come out and go somewhere else. What I want to do now is I want to start getting the storage system sorted out, and to do that I'm going to need to go and get myself a whole lot of dark oak, because I like dark oak. It's probably my favourite coloured wood, and yeah, then we can start looking at getting a system of storage rather than the chaos that we've got. What time is it? I probably have enough time to go and grab a couple to start off with, but I'm going to, for one, I want to see how this works on the dark oak sapling, because I haven't tried it on dark oak. It seems a little bit glitchy at times in places on other trees. Sometimes it'll take down 2 trees at the same time and things like that, but I think we can safely say that works fine, can't you? Don't you, even? Well, oh, I've got the ring. I didn't think I put it on though, no. Maybe you don't have to put it on. No, it's not on. So yeah, I'm going to need a hell of a lot of wood for this. So we'll just grab a few trees while we're here. Hello, cow. And Jesus, this is just makes life ludicrously easy, really. I love it. Thank you, Vasky, for another wonderful tool, even if it does destroy buildings as well. Oh well, we'll get this, and I will see you back when we can start on storage. Okay, so we are going to need, let me start pulling some stuff together. Don't know why I put that in there actually. We are going to need to make a drawer controller. This is our first item of business. We need birch drawers, so that is, well, it doesn't matter, I'm doing, as I say, I'm doing dark oak, so we'll just back that over. So we need a chest times 2. Go, is it? No, it's that way, and then like that, and that gives us 2 dark oak drawers. We need a comparator. Let me use you to make you 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. I'm only making 1, aren't I? 1, 2, 3. Bang, bang, bang. No, we need 2. I will get there eventually. And zap zap. 2 of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 comparators. So the draw controller is that. So it's pretty straightforward. Comparators, diamond, a draw, and some smooth stone. So that's particular device interacts with a bank of connected drawers up to 16 in any direction, and then you can use the slave to extend that. I think 16 will be enough for what we want. Now I'm going to need a whole bunch of these. Well, not a whole bunch, but a bunch. I'm going to need a whole bunch of chests, that's for certain. And then let's just bat another pile out there. So let me do 4 of those. That should be it. Oh, yeah, that is it. I'm just not seeing it. It's very warm today, I don't know whether you've noticed. So these are my bulk storage. So let's just head down to the storage area. Pardon me. And I'm going to have 2 sets of, I'm going to have another controller, 1 controller on each side, I think. So what we'll do is we'll place the controller here for the sake of argument, and it does nothing of course, and then we will replace 2 of these either side. So these are bulk storage, each one of those holds up to 32 stacks. So it's a bit like a slightly inferior barrel, shall we say. So for example, we could put our dark oak in there. And you can see there, so if I go and grab a stack, I can place that in on that, and it knows, because that's connected, it will place that back in. So that's the thrust. Now I'm going to leave the block directly above this clear, because there is a device in Britannia which is the Corporea Spark, and these things, the Corporea Crystal Cube, the Corporea Index, which allows you to interact using the chat window with your inventory. And what I'm not sure is if this system will work with those. So, you know, the ability to walk in here, I think you have to be within like 3 or 4 blocks of the Corporea Index, which would be here, or maybe 2. I don't know exactly how you do it, and you would sit there and go get 10 stone, and it would intercept that, and I think it's that syntax, I can't remember the exact syntax, and do that for you. So that's the idea. Now I'm going to just go and grab some of my stuff from over here, the bulk storage stuff, the stones and things, well, certainly the cobble, which might be more than we can fit, and I'm going to start transferring some of that over. Now we're also going to be using, let me have a look, drawer. So you've got the 2 drawers, 16 stacks per drawer, 8 stacks, and then you've got these things, which is 4 stacks, which I'll probably use for flowers and petals and small items. And then I'll have some chests as well, just for stuff that doesn't really fit into a bulk storage system. Things like the, you know, the Ring of Cordata and stuff like that. But yeah, so we can place that in there, and then we can place the rest in there, and we can see straight away there's 512 in that, and there's 304. We can see all of that. The other thing we are probably going to want to do is some of these, which are status upgrades, but that means we're going to need to get some more quartz. We can get size upgrades, and we need to obviously build these in the first place, so that's not a major problem. We can do all of that. So I'm going to get a whole load of these done. I'll check how long I've been recording as well, because I realise I may have been waffling for a while, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, this is going to take a while, as you can imagine. It's always the same when your inventory starts to get a mess. I've got bored of climbing down the ladder, so I just cut it straight in. I've got so much crap in there that it's not even funny anymore, really. But this is the setup we've got. I've also capped it up. I've also capped off the ceiling because I was feeling it was too high, so I've just used end stone bricks from Britannia. Brought the compacting drawers down, so we'll have some more of those, doing some of the things like iron and anything that can be compacted, really. Now, unfortunately, in this particular pack, we cannot compact cobble. So I've got 2048 cobble in there. That is full. But if I click that, that will just go straight into the relevant drawer. And what we need to look at is some upgrades. Drawer upgrades are basically a drawer and some sticks. Now I should have some drawers. I do. I should also have some sticks. I do. So we can do that, and that will give us 2 drawer upgrades. Now if I want to double, or 3 times, 4 times, 5 times for obsidian, now you see that might be worthwhile doing for the cobble drawer, and that's just sticks and 4 obsidian. So let us go and have a look at my obsidian situation before I dive straight in at the deep end and go, oh, let's use obsidian. It is probably not good. Block of coal, do a gold, that's 3 times, that would give 6,000 storage. Or I could just go and get some obsidian, which of course is always an option. Right, now where was it was over there, wasn't it? Let's just go and get it. Whee! Gotta love this sash and stuff. It's the boots and the armour. I really must say that Britannia is becoming a mod for me that is just so versatile in its own right that you know, it's almost to the point that you don't need to play with any other mods. And this realistically is the purpose of the series to some degree. Well, not some degree, to the entirety of it. And I think it'll be interesting when once we've completed this series, and by completed I mean, you know, reach some certain end goals which we predefine, to see how that applies to other mods. Like we've mentioned, Thorncraft, for example, would be an obvious one. Because probably Thorncraft with all the plugins, I would have to say, because I think, oh dear, I left it a bit late, didn't I? Okay, let's go see whether these mobs can keep up with me. No, they're not spawning yet. We're not quite night time, so that's good. Oh, there we are. Right, let's get in, because as I say, mob griefing is on in this thing. I have a real bad habit of forgetting this, because so many of the mod packs have mob griefing turned off that it's a bit of a shock when you creeper go, you hear a tss, and next thing whatever you're working on's gone. But I don't want to turn it on. I want to be a good boy. Right, let's go for that. One of those, thank you. So this will give us an improved storage capacity on our cobblestone chest, just for the sake of argument. So we go bonk there. That's now got improved storage capacity, and we should in theory be able to put all of our cobble, well, we will be able to. That's got a storage capacity of 10,000 plus 1,280, 10,280 I think, actually, off the top of my head. Anyway, I am going to continue working in here. I'm going to try and get myself everything a home for everything, and everything a home. Now what I'm interested to find out is, because this is supposed to work within 16 blocks, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. So if I bring this all the way around here, will this controller work for items over there? Now from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if it is counting out how many drawers it's working on, it will come to about here. If it's working in a radius of itself, connected it, but in a radius, it should get all the way to here. I don't know. This is all new to me. And then we've got the slave as well, which might be interesting to see how that goes. But I think this should work as a basic storage system, so yeah. Anyway guys, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.